Hey guys, how you guys doing? Been a while. Thank you for watching for another episode. And today we are doing a weekly CTF. Finally got some time in real life. Actually we can sit down and do some CTF. And today we're doing TallDrawf, and this is a Minecraft. Sorry, it's late. Minecraft themed CTF. So as usual, we're doing the web. So I took a look at the very last challenge. I just want to figure this out. Uh, while I did this, it recommended me to do the early on challenge, which the imitation game. And I've done this real quick, so I'm planning to go through these two real quick. And it's already 1, and I have to go to church tomorrow. So hopefully we have enough time to go through what we have today. If we have more time, we might go through some more, but I actually doubt it. So, we can open this up. I guess I already did that. Let me clear the cache, or just log out at least. So here's a really simple application. It's a customer portal. We can log in as guest and click login. And we're a user. I'm assuming we have to get to admin, and everything's blocked. First couple of things I like to do is just to check uh, the cookies, any hints in the background, anything like that. And if anything didn't pop up, we'll see how does the API actually works, how does API call each other, and is there any way we can escalate from user to admin, maybe through a put or post request and stuff like that, right? So for the sake of this CTF is actually pretty simple. So we have a GWT right here. I wouldn't even know we can call it GWT because there's no signing. So maybe it's a GWI or E, GWE. I think that's what it's called. So we can put that in here in the decoder right here. We can look into this guy. So it doesn't really have any signing, so it's not really safe for foraging. And we can just grab the end piece right here because that's where we want to change and modify, and change this to admin, and hopefully it will give us something in return. And we'll do it right here. Boom. And add a period and load this up again, and boom, that's what we get. So I guess as a prerequisite, we're a pretty fun challenge to know. You have to kind of understand what GWT is, or how does like a web authentication works, and how does cookie work, stuff like that. So if you haven't done this, I recommend you to look into the concept of what GWE is, or go on OWASP and why people have this, right? Long story short, it's just a good way to have access control, and it's something to warm us up, right? So now we can go to the harder one right here. So it's talking about, this is a system supporting system. Ticketing support system. Sorry, it's a little late for me. Uh, it's a ticketing support system where you can just upload your tickets, and it hinted the staff have the cookie that we want, and they take a look at every 30 seconds. So I'm assuming there's a bots or some process checking in the back, whatever is in the queue or whatever get pushed up, and just run it. And I think in this case we're probably gonna do some code execution right here, either bash or whatever that might be. But the hint of it is like it's a cookie, so we might do XSS cookie hijack right here. Have that admin cookie, and we can see from there. So um, so this is pretty much it. So we can go to the site right here, which is, oops, I just finished this up. It took me a long time actually to reset the bot and make everything work. So we can sign out of this real quick and log in. So we log in as a regular user. I'm going to grab this guy and put in here, see if we can forage or change anything. But unfortunately, in the end of this, it is a very secure, well, I won't say very secure, but it's at least a little bit secured signing right here, which we can't really change or mimic in any sense, and they have a better user ID, which is hard to get. So we can walk around and just see the see the traffic flow here. If we send out test and test, as a submitted, so check in the box and supposedly read it and get back to us, right? So nothing too crazy here, but that might be the workload. And on the back end, we can see it right here. This is the ticket that we sent. So we did test and body. But as I remembered, there's a nice little hint right here. So message is changed to save render, but to-do list, which is probably haven't done, is it is the header or the subject that need to be sanitized. So now we know where the target area is, but just to be safe, we can actually check some stuff out in here. I normally check robots.txt just to see if there's any hidden sub there or writing endpoints that are interesting. So went through all of that. It seems just AI stuff, and the very end actually exposed one endpoint right here, which is called user and notify right here, which is what we have right here, right? Notify. If I enter right here, it asks for a UUID, which is a unique user ID, and we just happen to have our very own right here. We can grab the ID in here. Oops, and alright, parameter text must not be null. So we probably need another parameter in here, but the purpose of this is user ID lookup, right? And I just curious, they did mention about XSS before, so we're gonna do a simple one. We just do a script, do alert, whoops, and we'll do document dot cookie right here. Just grab our own cookie, and we can see if it actually works. And speaking of cookie, oh sorry, forget a slash right here, and that pops. And speaking of cookie, I don't know if you guys done any pen testing or any experience or have run any scanner, but if you see it right here, HTTP only, if they have the flag on, that means it won't drop any cookie. So even though you request it or HTML called it, it will not drop anything. But however, for like a pen testing perspective, this is like a low or informational. But however, this is pretty cool right here, because we're gonna change this vulnerability, change this low vulnerability probably with another medium, which is XSS, and get a high, which is perhaps RCE or privilege escalation in here. But we'll get there so far. So at least we know that we can have the auth token given to us. So now, here's the interesting part. It is how are we gonna get the admin cookie to us, right? Clearly, this has mentioned that there's a chatbot that checks every 30 seconds for the message we leave behind. And right here we have leftover message, which is just we call it sorry, go down a little bit. Notify, is it notify? No, my bad. It's right here, right here. So we have send out tickets right here, right? So imagine if it's not it's clearly hinted to, if it's not sanitized or safe to the XSS, so we can probably drop a XSS payload right here. However, we can't just drop document.cookies because it won't show, right? So we probably want something like hijacking. So we probably want to set up our own server and have it call back to our server with the document.cookie or the cookie element, right? So that's what we're trying to do. So in order to do that, we have to do a quick setup. Just spin up your own server real quick. I normally use different tools, but this time we're using uh, inter okay, uh, inner sorry interact. So that's what I think Burp used to. So it generate a public link that you can use, and it just trace back your server, and it doesn't, you can't really host anything with it, but at least you can just see there's a callback of that. So you can use Go to install this, and we can just spin it up, and now we have this guy right here, right? This is our website right here, and we can just put in here, and we can do a curl as well, but look for that. So it's up, and we're supposed to have a return right here, which is a get, right? Awesome. So the thinking process right here is, as long we know there's XSS in here, and we're able to trigger it, now we just link the XSS with a cookie stealing technique. So if you're not really familiar with that, I recommend you to go through this lab. It actually does a good job explaining to you and how does it work. So long story short, it kind of just uh, give you access to run HTML code in the back via XSS. So we can go all the way down here. Flag, I think there's a cookie stealing, isn't it? Let me go through this real quick. Or I can actually just look up, can I? Cookie steal port. Oh, I guess I have to go through that. Sorry guys. Make sure I'm human. Here's Spike. Great. Awesome. We're gonna keep doing this. I want to show you guys, but just want to show you the website. So you can go to Portsweaker and check it out. Either or, it will be good and have a really deep explanation to it, and also it will give you um, the payload. So now we have our listener, which is our server setup. Now we just have to drop the payload right here. So what I have right here is already written out, which is just a script and fetch, and this we're gonna fetch for our address. I'm gonna give it just a little directory called C, and we're gonna make them a post. So I want them. I want the chat bot where the victim to post their cookie back to me, and that's what the body is supposed to be. It's very simple, very easy. All we need to do is just we need to change out this part to the server IP that we have right here, the server address that we have right here, this little website. So we'll copy that and put that in here. And since they said the body is sanitized, I'm just gonna trust it. We're gonna put an X, but it doesn't matter, you can put that in there as well. So we can just go ahead and click send, and now it is sent, and it's gonna redirect us to send page. So we can't really see anything right here right now, but I can go all the way down here. They're seeing something being posted right here, right? So they're posting back here, and this is the auth token that we get, and which is we requested. The body is a cookie, and this is what they have, and now this is what we got back from the admin cookie. So now we can grab this just for the curious, right? Oh no, are they gonna, let me go through that again. Awesome. So we can put that in here, which just to see now it's the admin user as admin role, right? And so now we have this, and we have a signing as well in the end. It won't show you, but it is a signing that you can't really get rid of. So now we have this. Now we just finished that lab. It's gonna be easy peasy. Gonna change this, and oh, you might wonder where is the token actually? Where is the flag? It's actually called admin flag. I actually had fuzz for it, which is kind of annoying. I did a couple of fuzz right here. This is, if I go all the way up, I think it's right here. Excuse me. Yeah, I had to type the wrong things. But yeah, it's under admin. Wait, where does it go? It's under admin. There's the tickets and there's a flag. So if we put flag right here, and we're supposed to get our flag right here. We can grab this, but just be curious, right? If you look at tickets, you can take a look at like what does it look like roughly, right? So let's go back. Let's just send something that is really basic, right? So something really basic right here. We can just do, instead of fetch, we can do alert, and just do one right here. And I haven't seen the backend yet, but hopefully it will show, right? It's a refresh every 30 seconds, so hopefully we can see that later in here. But that being said, we can put that in here and just wait for that thing to refresh. And now we have the admin flag. Whoops, which one is it? Okay. If you refresh, right? Now the the alert runs. The reason we can't really see that because it's only on their user side, so it's kind of forge their stuff, and here's what we see. So I think this is pretty simple and pretty easy. A lot of XSS are used that way nowadays, and especially with paired with the CSRF. So you kind of give a XSS in there, and you trick user to click something on their not what they meant to click on, and instead of changing instead of changing the email or changing your name, you have actually hidden HTML code in there to change your password and stuff like that. It's pretty common, and I think this is a pretty cool exercise to understand how that works and how to set it up in a very simple way. So if you have any questions, please let me know, or you have better solutions that I didn't see, please let me know as well. But I think this has been pretty fun. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys have an amazing and wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.